Welcome, my name is Dr. Elliot Rosenbaum, and this is the American School of Professional Coaching's Certified Professional Coach Program. I want to welcome you to this intro to the program and tell you a little bit about myself before we get started with the program itself. So I founded this program, and the goal of this program is to teach people how to coach other people. So before I explain what that means to me, let me tell you a little bit about my background so you can see how this all fits in. So growing up, my father was in the State Department. We lived all around the world, places like Brazil, Singapore, exotic places like Canada, and we traveled all around the world as we were living in those different places and got to see South America, got to see parts of Europe and parts of Asia, and got to meet lots of different people from different backgrounds and integrate into different cultures, learn new languages, and taste new foods. That's something that I really enjoyed, and really learn about how we're different and also how we're the same in many ways. So talking to people and listening to people, understanding people, always been a passion for me. And sometimes I'm shocked that I actually get to do this for a living, to be a coach and to be a psychologist and talk to people and kind of have them open up and be vulnerable with me. It's really a privilege. And so growing up all around the world, living in the Middle East as well for a number of years, so really getting to know and learn from a lot of different cultures, joining the military, doing religious and spiritual studies abroad, and just kind of really just tasting and experiencing lots of different parts of the world, but particularly getting to know lots of people. And as I said, this really became a passion for me, is getting to know people, learning from people, sharing with them, having them share with me. Such a beautiful process and something that's so deeply satisfying, particularly when I'm helping people with problems, particularly when they're looking to move from areas that they're struggling and make those areas perhaps into areas that they're strong in and thriving. So turning those challenges into opportunities for growth, something that I personally enjoy doing that work myself and helping other people. I've had a lot of therapy, I've had a lot of coaching, never ashamed to talk about it. I think it's very important to talk about it. In fact, I love therapy. I love coaching because we're talking about one of my favorite subjects, which is me. So that's part of my background. I also served in the military as a psychologist and got to meet people from all different walks of life who were serving their country and really dealing with a lot of difficult things like long-term family separations and being in situations that were life-threatening and dangerous. So that was a privilege as well, and another place where I learned a lot about how to help people, sometimes in short periods of time. You didn't have in the military an hour each week for long-term psychotherapy. Sometimes you just had a few sessions. So coaching became something that became a very important set of tools, and something that I was able to learn in 3 to 4 months. And it's something that I've used for these tools, are tools I've used with thousands of people, and had the privilege to train other people. And so I found that not only do I really enjoy the work of working with people individually, I'd say even more, I love training other people to have these skills, because then we can form a community of people that have the skills of coaches that are there to help other people. And the last thing I would want to share with you is that a lot of people think coaching is about giving advice. It's one person who's kind of like a life coach expert on life, and they're going to share all of their knowledge and wisdom with the other person. That's going to solve that person's problems. But it doesn't work that way, because we're all in many ways different. In many ways we are the same. But the main skills of coaching, as we're going to learn in the next couple of videos, are about becoming a great listener and about asking powerful coaching questions in a way that helps other people find their own best solutions. So when I tell people that I'm a coach trainer, they often think, oh, you're teaching people how to give other people advice? How does that work? And I say, no, that's really just kind of the street definition or understanding of coaching, or what you've seen on television, where one person is acting the expert and telling other people what to do. In real coaching, in professional coaching, particularly coaching that is certified by the International Coaching Federation, as our program is and as our students are, what we're learning how to do is to help other people find their own best solutions, helping other people access their own inner spirit, their own inner guide, however as you understand that part of you, that when you tap into it, it gives you great knowledge and wisdom and understanding of what it is that you really want and who you want to be and who you are. So all of those tools that we use as coaches are quite different from what we get in normal life. When we have an issue or challenge, we'll go to different family members and friends and they'll talk about themselves and give advice. That's not what professional coaches do. They're going to listen to you in a way that really is different, because it's about believing the other person's mind and abilities to find their own answers. And we're going to talk in one of the upcoming videos of the science of how that works, where you believing in my mind actually activates my own brilliance. And that's something I get so excited about, teaching other people and seeing how they now have the skills and ability to help their friends, their family, their coworkers, people they work with, and open a business if they want as a coach, because this is a real set of skills that are quite rare. Very few people actually are great listeners and know how to ask coaching questions in a way that help people find their own solutions and tap into their own inner wisdom. So that's what I get really excited about doing, and I'm really excited that you're here in this beginning phase to learn with us.